Mom, I thought I was protecting you. I never told you that you were adopted because I believed it was better that way. But now, all that remains is regret, and this letter I'll never be able to give you. If you've ever made a decision thinking it was the right thing to do, only to later realize it might have been a mistake, this story will resonate with you. Stay until the end, because what I need to confess might change the way you see silence. My darling, writing these words is the hardest thing I've ever done. For so many years, I've kept a secret that should have been shared with you from the very beginning. But in my attempt to protect you, to do what I thought was best, I ended up building a wall of silence between us. That silence, I now realize, was a mistake I can never undo. You have always been my child, from the moment I first held you. I remember that day as though it were yesterday. The small hospital in the countryside, the sound of rain tapping against the window. You were so tiny, so fragile, yet with a curious gaze that seemed to take in the whole world. The nurse placed you in my arms, and in that instant, I knew I was the luckiest mom in the world. As you grew up, everything felt so natural. You were full of life, with your energetic way of running through the garden, chasing the neighbor's dog, or kicking a ball with the kids on the street. To me, you were my own, and that truth was so deeply ingrained in me that I never thought to question it. You were part of our family, part of all our little traditions and routines. But the truth is, you were adopted, and I never told you. I thought it was better this way. I thought that if you knew, you might feel different, like you didn't truly belong. And that was something I could never bear. You were my child, and I wanted you to grow up with that feeling. No shadows, no doubts. There were moments I considered telling you. I remember one time when you were about 8 years old, and we were driving home from a school event. You asked an innocent question about families and where babies come from, and something inside me nearly blurted it out. But I held back. I gave the usual answer parents give, something simple, leaving no room for further questions. As the years passed, the secret grew heavier. Every time someone commented on how you didn't physically resemble me or your dad, I felt a chill run down my spine. But I would smile, change the subject, and the moment would pass. Looking back now, I see how selfish I was. I wanted to protect you, but I was also protecting myself. I was scared of how you might react, scared that knowing the truth might change how you saw me. Deep down, perhaps I was terrified of losing my place in your heart. Now, I know I made a mistake. By hiding the truth, I took away your chance to know your own story. I denied you the possibility of exploring that part of who you are, of connecting with your roots if that's what you wanted. I took away the opportunity for an honest conversation, one that could have strengthened the bond we already shared. I imagine that, as you read this, you might feel anger, sadness, even betrayal. And I wouldn't blame you. You have every right to feel that way. Please know, my silence was never out of a lack of love. On the contrary, it was because I loved you so much that I thought I was making the right choice. Here in the UK, we value honesty and believe families should support one another. But by not being honest with you, I failed to uphold those values. I failed as a mother. Please understand that even though you didn't come from me, you are and always will be my child. My love for you was never based on blood ties, but on something far deeper, something I can't put into words. If you want to learn more about your origins, I promise to support you every step of the way. If you want to seek answers, to find the person who brought you into this world, I'll be by your side. Because above all, I want you to have the freedom to know yourself fully. No barriers, no secrets. Please forgive me for keeping this from you for so long. I hope that despite my mistake, you can remember how much I have always loved and cherished you. Nothing about this changes who you are or the family we've built together. With all my love, Mom, if this story has touched you and made you think about the secrets we keep, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Each letter here is a reminder of the importance of being honest with those we love. With your help, these messages can reach others who might need to hear them. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had to choose between revealing a painful truth or keeping a secret to protect someone, what would you do? Comment below and share your thoughts. I read and reply to every comment.